So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
56, 56. What's that?
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, tight. What's that?
Allen. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Out. Gun. Look out.
From the gun, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd catch for him on his drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Half 85. Half 85. 5 wide. Off 52.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Half. Alert. What's that?
From midfield, here's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Alert! 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 Look out!
Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Regular, 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 regular. What's that?
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Next to score, Bengals 7, Bills nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Half 85, half 85.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Bills nothing.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Alert! Alert!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
What's that?
Throwing now is Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, home. What's that?
Looking to throw. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go. 11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. 11. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Gun. Got.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
11. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it was fourth down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
56. What's that?
Back to throw. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
To the air, Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
5 wide.
Now Allen. And he's into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll escape to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 12. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoff.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts.
And ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Done. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job in protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. They're probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape.
Again, it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
11. 12.
Chase, the motion man right. To the air again, Burrow. Throw left side to Higgins. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that throw behind his man. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes You can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Alert! Hey, home. That's it.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Burrow will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Tight.
Give to Cook out of the gun. There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now 2nd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, home.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 28 yards. And the Bills are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Burrow. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left. And this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. They turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game.